Hi, my name is Reva Siebold. I'd like to talk today about not knowingness, not sure what's going to happen, about fear, about shock, about confusion, about that which a lot of people are feeling right now by the actions of our president and of our Congress and other lawmakers. So, open to what you're feeling right now when you think about what's going on. What emotions, what's happening in your body, the stories that are running through your mind. Just open to it as best you can, the resistance to it all of the inner turmoil that's happening when you look at a newspaper, listen to the radio, talk to friends. So, in order to be grounded and be present, we need to open to what's actually happening for us. By resisting it, we're just making it worse and pushing it away. But open to the resistance, open to the fear, open to the trauma, whatever is happening. So just open to it and imagine it as a stream of energy moving through your body. And sometimes it gets stuck and you go into shock when you can't believe what you just read or heard. And then other times it just can move through. So, what I'd like to do today is talk about learning how to move through. So, when the shock comes, you can go like that rather than duh, because we don't know what's coming or what's how it's coming because it's so unpredictable. So, being able to be resilient in the face of fear, being able to be grounded in the face of fear, being able to find your footing and keep breathing in the face of fear. How do we do that? In my experience, the best way to do that is to allow the energy that you're getting bombarded with to move through you, as if it could go right through your cells and out, which it actually can, and allow the stories and the fears just to move through. And the easiest way to do that is open to it and allow it to whatever is here, including the no, 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 no. Allow that just to keep moving through. It's just an energy called an emotion or a thought or feeling. So right now, just open again to whatever comes up when you think about what's happening in the world right now. Climate change, politics, the economy. Just open to it. Breathing helps too. Just open to it. And notice that you can let it go. You can let it move. Notice that all you have to do is be willing to the possibility that it can move. You don't have to know how. Just be willing to the possibility that that feeling can move. Just allow it to move. It wants to move. It doesn't want to stay in you. It wants to keep moving. Half the time, what we're responding to is other people's fears and emotions that feel like ours because we're all humans and we have fear. So again, just allow it to move through. Open to what's here and allow it to move. And you don't have to control it. It'll move on its own. And if it doesn't move, just allow not moving to be there. You can allow whatever's there and it'll move. It's really, really simple, actually. So what happens now is we keep getting bombarded with stuff, and we have all these thoughts and beliefs going on about what if, what if, what if, what if, what if this happens, what if that happens, and our mind just goes no, and we're off, we're ungrounded, and we're back into fear. The best way to keep grounded and not be overwhelmed is just recognize that they're stories, they're what ifs, or but what if? They're all ifs. We don't know what's coming. That's the terrifying part. And our mind therefore makes up all these stories about what might happen. But they're just stories that the mind makes up. And some people write them and put them in newspapers and in radio and TV and the social networks, social new media. But in fact, they're just somebody's what ifs. And to invest a lot of time and energy in the what ifs just creates more fear in you and everybody you're around. So, could you consider the possibility of letting go of your attachment to all those juicy, scary, dramatic stories. Yes, you have to let go of them and not be constantly going around with them, but the payoff in that is they won't bother you anymore. So the what ifs, it's the attachment to the stories. The stories are there. They may or may not happen. They have happened in the past, maybe the future. It's your attachment to them. It's coming back over and over and over and feeding them. I'm sure you've had friends who have had something happen to them that they felt was traumatic, and they repeat the story over and over to the point at which they're not even present when they're repeating it. Each time we repeat the what ifs or the stories, we feed the stories and the what ifs. So, could you let go of your attachment to those stories and just let them go? They're only stories, but told enough times, they feel like the truth. So, how do we stay centered and strong in this time? By opening to what's here and the emotions, the feelings, and thoughts and letting them move through. By being grounded, having your feet on the earth and connecting to the earth, not just your head, but connecting to your physical body into the earth and the relationship you have energetically to the earth through your feet, as any human does. By not feeding that which comes by us, it doesn't mean we won't want to hear it or think about it, but don't feed it. I think you know the difference between just hearing and feeding. And lastly, and most importantly, being in the present moment and finding what's here underneath all the drama, the beauty of the present moment, the joy and gratitude in the present moment. When we let go of all that other noise and sink down into who we are and into our feet, into our beingness, the present moment becomes possible and infinite. And it's filled with beautiful people, places, things, lots of self-discovery and exploration, and the possibility of feeling connected to all that we are through each other, that we're not alone, no matter what our mind tells us, that we are all one on some level, and finding that level of connection and that quiet and that peacefulness that's underneath all the noise. So I challenge you to let go of the drama, breathe, let it pass through, find your feet, do something physical, and be in the present, the nowness, the connection that we all have with beingness, God, love, whatever you want to call it, in each other. It's going to take a lot of creativity to work through this, but what a great challenge to be creative and centered and grounded and with love rather than running around like a chicken with our heads cut off in fear. To use our creativity to find ways to respond to what's going on that comes from our hearts rather than reactive. To find ways to be there for each other and find ways to notice that we're all connected, no matter what our political beliefs. It's a great opportunity to deepen that which you are into that which you are and be connected. Thank you.